In the previous chapter, John Chin loses his temper when Lang refuses to hand over the blade he wants. Enraged, John attacks with overwhelming force, shattering Lang's sword and launching another devastating slash. But just before it lands, Bai Yi suddenly appears and catches the attack with his bare hand, leaving everyone completely stunned. The scene then flashes back to Bai Yi's first meeting with Lang, who turns out to be his new teammate in the Divine Legion. Bai Yi blocks John's attack with just one hand, stopping the strike before the situation can escalate any further. Just then, Pittsburgh, the vice director of the Divine Weapon Academy, arrives at the scene. Seeing the students gathered together, he remarks that things have become quite lively. With the school's qualification test about to begin, Pittsburgh advises everyone to save their spare energy for the test, instead of wasting it on a pointless fight. He reminds them that if they all manage to pass the test and enter the Divine Weapon Academy, there will be plenty of opportunities to spar with each other in the future. Pittsburgh then quietly warns John that quite a few important figures have personally come to observe today's qualification test. Because of that, it would be best for John not to cause too much trouble before the test begins. Hearing this, John simply says that he understands. Meanwhile, Bai Yi's friend is shocked that even after doing something like that, John is not being punished at all. Molly explains that John is from the Chin family after all. With the Chin family's influence, no one dares to offend them. John then turns around and walks away with his companions. He tells them that there is no need to waste their energy on this trash. His companions immediately agree and follow John. They remain confident that once the qualification test begins, John will definitely take first place. They even mock Bai Yi's group, saying that these guys might not even be able to pass the test. Bai Yi and Lang simply watch John and his group leave without saying anything. With the confrontation finally coming to an end, the scene shifts to the top of a nearby building. There, Teddy, the chief of the 2nd Guild Division, looks disappointed that the confrontation did not turn into an actual fight. Standing beside him, Thor Dunn, the chief of the 3rd Guild Division, points out that Teddy really loves watching the drama, no matter how big it gets. Teddy explains that he is not simply interested in watching a fight. He only wants to see how much strength Lang actually possesses. Thor immediately tells Teddy that he is being impatient again. After all, they will find out soon enough once the qualification test begins. However, Thor suddenly notices something unusual. The sky has unexpectedly started turning cloudy, and he wonders why the weather has changed so suddenly. Just then, 2 men arrive at the building and greet them. Thor looks at one of them and points out that both he and Teddy are still on vacation. Yet this man seems to be the only one who has skipped work. The man awkwardly laughs and quickly claims that he is also here on official business. Teddy immediately sees through the excuse. He realizes that another person has come here to poach talented students. Teddy then makes his position clear, stating that Lang will definitely belong to his 2nd guild in the future. The man becomes confused and asks who Lang even is. Teddy then turns the question back on him, wondering who he has actually come here to see. Before the man can answer, Thor suddenly announces that the qualification test has started. The attention of everyone present immediately shifts toward the testing area. The announcer then calls the next participant. Number 2, Molly, is asked to step onto the stage and prepare for the qualification test. The qualification test requires every participant to wear a specific test suit before beginning. Once properly prepared, the participant must stand on the testing platform and awaken all the awakened power inside their body. They must then release all of their awakened power toward the testing wall. The testing center carefully evaluates the participants' overall performance based on the power they release. After analyzing their performance, the testing center gives each awakened participant a comprehensive score. This score will determine how well they perform during the qualification test. The test continues as the announcer calls for the next participant. Number 3, Cartier, is asked to step onto the stage and prepare for his turn. Meanwhile, Molly returns from the testing area. Unlike before, she no longer looks confident. Instead, her expression is filled with disappointment. It is clear that the result has not gone the way she expected. Molly finally admits that she is probably going to be eliminated.